Welcome back to M Hood Fishing, everybody. So I am gonna go fishing because everything is melting. Roads are safe enough to ride the bike too. Yeah, you're right. But I don't have any high hopes for artificials. It is 3 something in the afternoon right now. I've got night crawlers and I've got red worms, but they were in the shop sitting in my soft cooler. Honestly, I forgot about them, but then when I remembered, it was too late, and I just hoped for the best, right? I was hoping they'd be all right. Thought they'd be all right. I thought wrong. Froze solid. But they're not rotten. They're well preserved. The night crawlers look better than the red worms. Anyway, maybe they'll work just the same. But I'll tell you what. Doesn't matter what come what may, right? That's what I was trying to say. Because we're going. We'll bring some artificials too. Not much. I don't expect much.
For the most part, this lake did not freeze over. There were some places where I saw ice yesterday from up top on the hill. And we did not lose electricity where we are here on the lake. People in town over the weekend did, but only for a bit. Other parts of Texas got hit harder by this ice storm, and other parts of the country as well. Just got absolutely slammed. Now, when this first started, it was rain, then freezing rain, and then sleet, and then snow mixed with sleet. Before it all froze, there was a lot of runoff because it was a lot of rain, a few inches, right? And this lake was still a little low, not at normal level, right? Before we get a line wet, we're gonna go see if we topped up, see if we're spilling in, see if there's water going through the spillway. Let's just go check the level. It's a question that I have for almost every lake in East Texas, because almost every lake before this was still below normal, right? Some places look like they barely melted, right? But they're not slick quite yet, but they will be soon. It looks like the sun's going down, don't it? Well, it's just clouds have parked in front of it, unfortunately, making it a little cooler out here. And as the sun goes down, the temperature's going to go down and everything's going to refreeze. So I'm not really planning on being out here riding the bike when stuff is refreezing. So if we don't catch fish in this video, we don't catch fish in this video. But we're going to try, believe me. But we're going to take a ride first, just check everything out. There's nothing super amazing. It was, like I said, we didn't get slammed as hard as other places in Texas, like North Texas got it a little worse. A lot more power outage and, you know, car accidents and stuff like that. We did have some of that out here as well on busier roads. But yeah, I didn't really see too many people driving over the weekend until yesterday and today. I'm really close to the dam and I'm seeing something interesting, so we're going to take a stop. Do you see it? This is pretty much what was up over the weekend with the freezing temps. Shallow bits freezing like that. This is a part of the lake, but that water's on private property. There's a culvert that connects it. It's super shallow, so therefore, yeah, a bit of ice on it, right? Yeah, it's no big deal. What would be a big deal is if that was covered in sketchy ice, the whole lake. I mean, it has happened before. So yeah, this wasn't as bad as some other storms in the past, but bad enough. Bad for driving for sure over the weekend. Stay at home and make sure your generator or any kind of backup, this is frozen too, make sure all your stuff is in order. But we never lost power, which is a good thing. We're coming up on the dam now. We're about to go through the gate. If you look down there, that's a campsite. I believe that van was there before the storm. The door was open too. Last time I was up here. I think he's camped there, but I don't know. I haven't seen anybody moving around. Oh yeah, I see someone moving. He must have rode out the storm there. He's got propane and everything. And I think he's got a dog, but I don't know. Sometimes campers start to look the same. Mud is now my issue. Here we go. Okay. Well, we're not overtopping, but it looks like I see some water marks, fresh water marks going down the side, the back side, and that corner right there in a bit. Well, yeah, just that and that right there. Maybe we did come up to it, maybe not. Maybe that was just stuff that was frozen and melted. But we are really, really close to the top, a lot closer than we were before the storm. And that down there looks like a totally different color, not as much like a copper penny as it did before. It looks a little greener. Shots of contemplation is what I just did. I contemplated over there, and now over here. Shall we? Shall we? We shall. Already going back up. Now we can go down. I would like to think that I could do good on artificials from the bank today, but I know better. When we get to prime time, right at sunset, if I'm somewhere, if I'm still out here anyway, we will try something like a shaky head. But for the moment, I think frozen red worms is a good choice just to get a fish on the line. Say we did it. And we're in a decent place to try that at first. It's very picturesque. There we go. Let's see how long this lasts and if it will work. Oh my goodness. I had a bite. I switched to the other side because I saw a bunch of V lines. Put the rod down. I was trying to get something out of the pack and turned around, saw the rod, boop boop. Okay, so that was another bite. All right, so there's some fish active right there. All right, so I'm not going to sit the rod down now. Gotcha. Had to be patient. There you go. A fish is a fish. Got us a little channel cat. I was thinking that when your worms are dead but not too far gone, the channel cat would probably be, or your little blue cats too, would be what you'd catch, right? Bullheads as well. Hoping for other things. We're not going to stay back here much longer because it is after 4 o'clock and things are getting cooler, right? I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just set it down and wait right here within striking distance. So remember, I weighted this few videos ago. Where I'm putting this bait is pretty much the deepest spot here, 5 feet or better right now. Somewhere in there, right? Different species this time. Another catfish. That's a different one. Look at all the spots. I say that's enough fishing back here because it is well after 4 o'clock. The temperature is sinking. And yeah, let's work my way back. It is a lot colder up here. My goodness, what a difference. I'm freezing now. So I just cruised by the county park. I don't see any campers here at all. None. So that guy that we saw over there in the van, I think he's the only camper. I see something down here, but I don't think it... Yeah, that's not a camper. I don't know what that is, but... Yeah, there's only one camper out here in the county park. And he's been here. There are people who live full-time in these county parks. You can only stay for, it says on this sign, something like a week or two or so many days. And then you can move to a different spot, or you can move to another county park, because there are plenty of county parks in this county and the adjacent counties. Personally, I wouldn't want to be riding out a winter storm in the county park. Well, maybe if I had a giant propane tank and I brought a lot of wood, because as you can see, there's really no fuel source. If you're looking for wood to burn, you'd have to drive somewhere to get it. It's just not here. So I wouldn't want to be stuck here during an ice storm, but bless his heart, he was. He probably prepared himself. But yeah, you're right. At least there wasn't a bunch of other people out here unprepared. But this isn't the only county park. I'm sure if we bothered about it and went looking, we'd find some people suffering in county parks, but there's a lot of nice people out here. They probably were offered some help. Here, have this propane or something like that, you know, because we did that for each other. Why not do it for strangers? I went over to someone's house to help them and helped other people a little bit where it was needed for what it was worth. But yeah, you're right. So this is just a long ass outro because it is freezing up here. The temperature is dropping fast, and I'm just not willing to check any spots, try anything else. I'm just willing to say this. Thank you for watching, liking, subscribing. It helps more than you think. Hitting that like button and hitting that subscribe button, it helps me out with the algorithm. And thank you for being members of the channel. Thank you so much for that. And I tell you what, guys, I will see y'all next time.